everyone. Thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Aaron Porras here with ILTV's Morning Briefing.
Democrats and Republicans across the board are opposing a Palestinian Authority program that provides stipends to the families of Palestinian terrorists killed by Israeli forces or incarcerated in Israeli prisons. During J-Post's annual New York conference, Democratic Congresswoman Grace Meng from New York told the conference that, quote, President Abbas's denial of the reality of incitement is something that we need to continue to strongly look into, and I will be doing so. Congresswoman Meng is a member of the House Appropriations Committee, which is responsible for regulating federal expenditures, including U.S. foreign aid to the Palestinian Authority. Meng is also one of numerous United States lawmakers who signed a bipartisan letter to President Trump last week, imploring him to bring up the issue in his meetings with PA President Mahmoud Abbas. The Palestinian Authority is one of the biggest recipients of United States foreign aid, where the U.S. is estimated to give $300 million annually through various international intermediaries, such as the UN Relief and Works Agency and USAID. The United States Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, has apologized for posting a video of Trump's upcoming visit to the Saudi kingdom that neglected to mention that he will also be visiting Israel. An official from the State Department told the Jewish Telegraph Agency that, quote, upon learning this, the United States Embassy immediately corrected the error, took down the video, and loaded the correct version to its social media accounts, adding, quote, the embassy expresses its regret for this inadvertent mistake, end quote. Trump is making his first trip abroad as president later this month and is planning to visit Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Vatican City. On Tuesday morning, a suspected hate crime attack in East Jerusalem and in the Galilee left dozens of vehicles vandalized with graffiti and slashed tires. The words "price tag," a right-wing slogan used in racially motivated attacks, were also seen on some of the vehicles in the area. The attack took place along the border between the Jewish ultra-Orthodox neighborhood of Ramat Shlomo and the Arab Shuafat neighborhood. The graffiti was linked to Elkanah Pfeiffer, a resident of the settlement of Yitzchar and the leader of the young hardline right-wing Jewish extremist group called the Hilltop Youth. According to the police, cars were also spray-painted with the words "Pfeiffer the King" and "administrative price tag." Many protests have been held in order to keep Pfeiffer away from the West Bank for several months. Additionally, in the Galilee village of Naura, homes were found with price tag graffiti and a total of 8 cars had slashed tires. Police have opened up an investigation in hopes of finding the perpetrators as soon as possible. There are many so-called price tag attacks carried out by Jewish extremists every day against Israeli policies, non-Jews, and the IDF. Police hope to put a stop to it immediately. On Monday, Nabil Sha'ath, the Palestinian leader's foreign policy advisor, said to the Jerusalem Post that Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas is still prepared to negotiate minimal land swaps along the 1967 border. Land swaps are referring to exchanges of territory between Israel and the Palestinians, where the two sides would agree to alterations of the pre-1967 border lines. Additionally, President Abbas and President Trump's first meeting in Washington, D.C. was deemed very positive. Although the Palestinian leadership did not come with high expectations, they were pleasantly surprised with the outcome. Sha'ath states, quote, the Americans listened to our case and were positive and appreciative of our position and commitment to peace, end quote. He also believes President Abbas is ready to commit to peace and that both Israelis and Palestinians need to take advantage of this opportunity. German and Israeli doctors have joined forces to perform heart surgery on an Iraqi Kurdish boy. Marwan Ghazi Ali, who is 11, is currently recovering from heart surgery which involved the installation of an artificial heart valve made from the jugular vein of a cow and placed on Marwan's pulmonary artery. The surgery was conducted by German doctor Stefan Schubert and his Israeli colleague Sagi Asa at the Wolfson Medical Center in Holon. Despite the fact that the two physicians are experts in heart surgery, Dr. Asa described the procedure as one of the most complicated and most dangerous that he's performed. However, despite the risks, doctors are saying that Marwan's surgery was a complete success and that after a few days of bed rest, he should be back on his feet. The surgery was made possible by the Israeli charity Save a Child's Heart, which has provided cardiac care to over 4,000 children from 50 countries, with close to 50% of their patients being Palestinian. The charity is supported by a combination of private donations and funding from the Israeli government.
That's all for now. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.